Hello and welcome to a new episode of Under 360 English. Today we are going to discuss about an average stock market investors or traders journey right from the pre-opening of a DEMAT account and after that even a couple of years. Why we are discussing this is it's not mandatory you have to get into the pits and traps of stock market system means the entire thing, the entire stakeholders that associated with stock market, including the brokers, the investors, the advisory services, the near and dear ones of you. Everyone matters because stock market investment as well as the trading is not just an individual game. It's more or less it's like an emotional or psychological game. Though you are very good with numbers and you have a fair understanding of stock market, then also if you can't able to manage your emotions or you can't maintain a fair psychological levels, it will be a bit difficult for you to reap consistent profits from stock market. So let's start the session. Stay tuned, keep watching. So first we shall discuss about how majority of the investors or the traders they come to stock market. Accidentally some people they may encounter with certain ads or certain videos on YouTube. Someone is just giving some testimony, says that I have made this much money out of this money. I invested 1 lakh rupees. Now I am a crorepati in 1 year. I lost my job during the COVID time and I invested my compensation. Now I am dealing with more than 5 crores of assets. So you may go through such videos and you may also feel that I also have to try this particular thing called stock market investment or trading. So that time onwards you may start to dig into what is stock market. You may start to learn what it is. More and more videos you may dig into, or sometimes you may ask to some of your friends what is stock market, how I can invest into it. This is the one route where you come to stock market. The second gateway to stock market is nothing but through your friends or relatives. They may refer that there is something called stock market. Unless and until you get into stock market or trade or invest or anything, if you keep all your money with FD, the inflation may eat your deposits. You may not be able to reap better purchasing power. So the only option is you have to get into stock market and get benefits. That may be the second gateway or second reason how you get into the stock market. The third reason majority of the people comes to the stock market is about the advertisement that posted by various stock market trainers or training institute. After attending this particular person's or particular company's training, I started to make more than 5 lakh rupees a day. Even anyone can able to understand that particular trainer is very good. Even a second standard student can able to understand his classes, etc., etc. Just join for free. You can also get a profits of 5 lakh rupees plus. After joining only, you will realize that it's not free. The demo class is only free and you may have to shell out a few thousands of rupees for the class, or sometimes that may be a promotional class to sell some software product that related to the stock market or even just a DEMAT account mobilization. This is the third route through majority of these people come, that is training service providers. The fourth route where the investors, the new investors come to the stock market is through social media influencers. Social media influencers, they will canvas you like anything that come to the stock market and make quick bucks. Within a few days itself, you can make a few lakhs. Come, I made like that. And some of the social media influencers give full-fledged classes for free also. Anyway, they will get views and they may get ad revenues from that. That's a different story, but still they keep some of these social media influencers, they provide quality video series also. It's basically it's not free. Along with that, they will promote certain DEMAT accounts also, certain brokerage companies DEMAT account also. So once you take the DEMAT account through them, they may also get some incentives, and your brokerage also will be shared among them. And the fifth way how people reach the stock market is through the advertisement floated by the brokers. Mainly these kind of things happens when a celebrated IPO or anything comes. For example, LIC IPO. During this LIC IPO time, you can find that majority of the stock brokers, whether that's a Geojit or Angel or ICICI Direct or Kotak or whoever it is, bigger to smaller stock market brokers, they float advertisements in all the media, including the television or newspapers or YouTube or any of these media. They float the advertisement, and they may create a hype that this IPO is one of the best IPO. Once you miss it, you are missing the part of India. So right now, open your DEMAT account and apply for an IPO. Our team is there to assist you. So these are the main paths through which a typical investor comes to the stock market, provided they don't have a prior exposure to stock market or they don't have a prior any family members who have a prior exposure. So what happened next? When you come to the stock market, majority of these people, they may start to take advice from many social media influencers, especially in the case of investing. It's a fact that majority of the investors, they started the journey with equities, not with F&O or in such things. Even I have seen a few people or even some social media influencers, they have attracted many newbies and they have started the F&O stuff. The reason for that is nothing but for the F&O trades, futures and option trades, the brokerage is higher. So what happens? As the client or the investor pays more brokerage, more the brokerage share will get for the social media influencer. But typically, generally, an investor, when it comes to the stock market, they usually starts with the equities. So how they pick the equities? Generally, most of the time, after opening the DEMAT account, most probably that will be online, and they will search on the internet, especially on the YouTube. And on the YouTube, maybe a lot of social media influencers, they may be recommending a few stocks. Most probably those stocks may not be the main cap stocks or large cap stocks. They usually call that as the hidden gems. And also the price of that particular cost may be less than 100 rupee or even 50 rupee. So that will be an attraction for the new investors because they don't want to shell out a lot of money initially. So that looks attractive. If you get a stock for 10 rupee or 50 rupee, with 1000 rupee itself, he can fetch a nearly 100 quantity of that particular stock. And he will jump into that, and most of the time, that money will vanish. Some people, because of the bitter experience at first itself, they will stop trading there and then itself. Some people again, they will be very much optimistic. They again start to learn a lot. They learn from the internet or any of the social media accounts they have, and they start to learn, and again they will second installment of money they will put. By that time, since they have a little more learning, they will understand that the penny stocks or small amount stocks majority of the time will not work out. They may learn a bit about the technicals also, so they will be a bit more cautious. So they will start trading with the equity, and they will book small profits. They'll be happy with that. Maybe in a month they may book something like 5 to 6%. Happy enough. If they can consistently book that much of profits, it will be accumulated to 50 to 60% annually. But what happens? After hearing some videos there on the YouTube by some social media influencers, the newbies feels that my achievement is very less. Even some of the social media influencers, they will show their P&L also. Today I traded and I made this much profit. Live trading, P&L and everything. As a newbie, you should understand one thing. Showing the P&L or live trading and all those things are not that transparent as you think. Someone wants to get more views and they are making such videos. Right from video editing to maintaining separate account with contradictory traits, anyone can make or anyone can show good profits on a video unless and until he trades live on YouTube or Instagram or any such things. Apart from that, after the market asks if someone shows something like that, there's a higher probability that that may be a manipulated one. So never get into that kind of traps. For example, if you want to show the live trade, especially if you have two DEMAT account, in one account you invest 1 lakh rupees, other account you invest 1 lakh rupees, and in one account you buy Reliance 20 quantity, other account you short sell Reliance 20 quantity. Majority of the time the price will either go up or go down. That means any one of these account will show a profit. That's sufficiently enough to show the credibility or to gain the attention of the viewers. So you will become the regular viewer of that particular social media influencer. Moreover, after a few times you may feel that my 50 or 60% of annual returns is not sufficiently enough. Better I switch to the options. Some of the tip providers, they may say that our option tips that fetch more than 90% of accuracy. Just invest 10,000 rupees. Within a month, it will become 1 lakh rupees. Our fee is just 5,000 rupees. Majority of the newbies, they will believe so. They will invest money. Some of the tip providers, they will do some tricks like they provide the call immediately back to back. They will provide the target also, and they will claim that within 5 seconds the target has been achieved. It's a fact that majority of the people couldn't be able to execute that trade. Even after achieving the target only, these people would have been sent the recommendation messages. So this kind of a lot of pitfalls exist there in the market. Some of the tip providers, they will go with aggressive marketing, says with a lot of testimonies of their clients. Clients will say, with his tips, I may have tripled my investment in no time. After trying your luck in options, majority of the time, you might have burned your fingers in options. Then comes the crypto. Since that's a new arena, since that's a new platform, many people jump into that. Moreover, the volatility is there. It's totally unregulated. You can't do anything and everything. No one is there to control you. So majority of people jump into that, and some people will convince you with the fact that this particular crypto coin, now it's just 1 paise, and next year this may reach 1 rupee. So that means 100 times. And these people may convince you with the fact that once upon a time Bitcoin was also a small coin. Now that's trading in the order of lakhs. So this is a last bus or to get into. They are trying to create you a FOMO factor. In that, you may get trapped, you may invest some money, majority of the time you will lose your money. Some certain platforms, recently we have heard about Vault. They may also, these kind of platforms may also fetch money, take money from the investors and go off. Whatever may be the reason or justification they used to say, eventually the result is investors' money has been lost. What happens again? Again, the investor come back to the stock market. There again waiting some people for you. There again you can find some people waiting for you. They are the loss compensators. They will claim that, are you in loss? Use our tips and reclaim your loss. That's a very effective psychological move. Many people who met with loss will fall prey to them. Again, they will invest money as a consultation fee for those people and invest more money into that. They will lose everything. During the mean period, what you can find is your broker. They may also do some sort of manipulation in your ledger as well as contract notes. Sometimes, majority of the time, the brokers have a feeling that the investors or the traders, they may not thoroughly go through the contract notes. So, in the name of accidental or anonymous entries, they can put some additional brokerage or anything into that and fetch some money. 99% of the time that will go unnoticed. But they are taking this kind of additional charges from thousands or lakhs of people. So for them, taking 10 rupee additionally in the name of some charges from a client, that will accumulate into lakhs or crores. If someone questions them, they can say that that was a system error and they can return it back. 10 or 15 rupee, right? Good. So these kind of broker frauds are also existing there. Along with that, you have to be beware about some small brokers. They may give some attractive offers for you. They may tell that, okay, the bigger brokers, they are providing this particular facility at a cost, but we are giving that for free. Colorful, wonderful chart, flexible charts, or even algo trading APIs, everything for free. You may not be able to hear such brokers. But those broker name itself was not at all familiar. Majority of the time, these brokers, these kind of brokers, they come through social media influencers. What's the risk of this? We know that anyway, when you purchase a share, automatically that will, after a couple of days, automatically that will go to the custodian. That's a depository account, that's CDSL or NSDL. The risk associated with this nothing but, if you are a trader, your money is with the broker. If one fine day, if broker goes bankrupt, your money will be on stake. We know that investor protection funds and everything are there with an upper cap, but still the efforts to recover that money and the time, that matters a lot for an investor or a trader. So this is another pitfall. And towards the end, in between, some more people also will come. That's called as unlisted share providers. That means these company shares are not yet listed, or they haven't gone for IPOs. But soon that will go for IPO. Before the IPO, if you can able to fetch it, you can get a good profit while it's being listed in the stock market. So come soon and fetch these companies' stocks before it get listed. Nothing wrong in that, but the problem is there's a lot of uncertainty associated with the listing time. Moreover, the accounts as well as the books, or it's not that much transparent as a public limited company. So the accounts or the results that they are showing to you may not be that much transparent in nature, or may not be that much credible. So in short, this is the typical journey of a new stock market investor or a trader. So what you can learn from this? Why I have told so? Because these are the traps or pitfalls associated with the stock market or allied ecosystem. So if you are a new trader, keep these things in your mind. Many people will approach you. Many tip providers will approach you. A lot of these kind of typical service providers will approach you, and you may commit a lot of mistakes. Not just trading in the market and losing money. More than that, sometimes you may give money or you may lose money in the name of these kind of less trustworthy services. So, thanks for watching. See you in the next episode. Till then, bye from Anup.